to episode 28 of the Mainly Golf Show. We're here down nostalgia lane. It's better than the golf. I'm sorry, man. The Zozo Championship. I don't play yo-yos, but however, we were saying it's 20 years ago since Hep here would buy a bucket full of sugar. Hep, what was the spinning things in
Oh, was
home
that
bargains called?
spinning things?
It's like a Catherine wheel of sugar.
I don't think it's span, but it's like just strawberry laces or something. Wasn't it?
Strawberry laces.
Just a bucket
Ted would
full
buy
for a
a bucket of
few.
strawberry laces, be absolutely smacked off his tits, and then be playing darts on my dartboard. Oh, I'm gonna go back to gonna go back to gonna go back to college for the Friday afternoon.
No wonder I farted in class twice.
And look at us now, eh? Doing a golf podcast that gets
Jacob,
12 listeners.
2 babies with an Irish girl. Who would have known?
I can't believe, do you know, I actually messaged Mr. Rowley during lockdown. I think I was quite pissed. I found him, Tom Rowley. Is it Tom?
Yeah,
Tim Rowley, whatever it was.
Tom.
Messaged him at 1:30 in the morning one night. Mr. Rowley, so I really thank you because you really inspired my enthusiasm for history. Jacob, I think he replied something like, I really appreciate this, but sorry, who is this? Like, oh, I thought I was
Wasn't
special.
that famous and
No,
infamous?
it was
Do you not know
Brody
who?
Brown.
Do you not know who I am? Come on, Twig.
However, Marv, I don't think you're in the group chat with us. Eddie messaged me
Definitely not.
2 weeks ago to say his son's now at Greenhead and they still do darts as an enrichment program now, 20 years on from us starting it. And his son, is it Arthur? I want to say Arthur, enrolled in the darts enrichment program this year. So that that's ridiculous
That's
to think
amazing. I
that.
bet Amnesty's still not going.
I can't remember, it was John something, but the thing that we started darts as a piss take, rather than doing like IT or Duke of
So,
Edinburgh.
so, so the question is, after we left, I wonder who the hell took it up because we it was like, didn't you supply the board, Twig?
I
Or
supplied the board, I supplied.
like
But
the
the thing
year
was,
after?
all Brody Brown wanted was, he said, "Are you going to take this seriously? It's absolutely. There'll be fixtures. We'll have weekly results. There'll be scores.
What, we
We'll
had
do
world
match
rankings.
averages.
Come on.
World rankings. Eddie's number one. He's like the Luke Humphries of the GTO. There's match fixing.
GDO.
We'll have the well, we'll have the sport of arbitration investigating this for drug testing with him. You're not allowed, and also for the integrity unit for
Dodgy
match
betting
fixing.
patterns.
Now, Eddie, you seem to be on. You're 4-0 up in a race to five. You seem to be trying to take these games out in two doubles. What's going
He
on?
was two double tens.
Well, I've been paid off by the management to not win this leg.
I actually remember it. He could not keep this double ten.
Eddie, you've got 30. Why are you going for why are you having double 10 there? You know what I mean? Just slide it into
Next
the
to the
next
15,
10.
yeah, you can't tell. I'm a bit for it.
I got tipped off that there was a. He came to me going, like, I've been told if I win this game. You know what I mean? There's a lot of money in this. Like, I'll pay you
Fiver.
half. You know what I mean? I'll pay you 50 quid. Just do not. It's like it's like the film Snatch. Do not knock him out. Do not win this game to nil. And he won 5-0, and it cost me about 200 quid that. I think everyone was on. I think Mirin was
Yeah,
in. I think Het must have had a fiver. It was. I remember it was 9-1. Eddie to whitewash Wareham in the final.
we didn't want to. Yeah,
Yeah, fucking
finished
hell.
it with two double tens or whatever it was.
Absolutely. I don't know why. I wasn't there for the final. I just got told the result. I can't remember. I can't remember why. I can't remember where or
Perfect
why.
scheme.
But I paid out. So
Okay,
there you
didn't
go.
even
And that
bother
is
playing the match.
a great story to honor Barry Dennis on the anniversary
Yeah,
as he
how's
passed
that
away
still
this week.
going? Well,
That's
there are a couple of
ridiculous,
people
right?
below us in the year below us. One dwarf in the year below us. Maybe he carried it
I
on.
was explaining to someone at work. I said, "Well, it got so popular. There's a guy who joined us. He was a 4'9". He was called Robert Sutcliffe, And if I don't, I can't. The weird thing, I can't remember. His best mate was like 6'4".
Yeah,
Really nice guy, but so simple. It was like Lenny and George from Far From the Madding Crowd. I can't remember his
no,
name. Um, but Sutty, he couldn't go for treble 20, could he? So he got it's fucking
yeah.
great on those night. Great on those 19s is dwarf.
Could get the darts back. 20. It
Fucking
was a
tops.
mice and men, not
Can
far
you
from the
get the
running
step
crowd.
ladder out? Yeah. Um, but anyway, people. I mean, there's nobody listening to this anyway. But anybody who's listening to
The
this thinking of
darts.
golf tips, they've switched off already. Marv, we've not spoken in 4 weeks. How much golf have you watched in that time?
Probably I watched a little bit of the President's Cup, probably like
Why?
Thursday. Just said the pairs matches. A little bit of the Alfred Dunhill links on a Thursday again, but no, not the weekend, or not even the conclusion of the tournaments.
So
The
rather than working, basically.
well, yeah, yeah. It's on in the background, Hep. Yes.
Yeah.
Um, I think the
On
last
that, Marv,
gone.
is that not an indictment of the current calendar of darts of golf? The fact that it does so well at the start, like January, February,
Mm.
Pebble Beach and Torrey Pines, and goes up to the Masters, and then after you get to August, like it's such a struggle. There's nothing that really gets you interested.
Yeah, I think back to years gone by, 20 years ago, did I watch golf this time of the year? I suppose probably not, but
Probably not.
um I don't know if there's a fix. Well, I know we've talked about a possible ending and slightly different and how the DP World Tour and the Live and whatever. Um it,
Well, you spotted that Jay Monahan was apparently near. Was it Greg Norman for the
no, he played
Alfred
with
Dunhill?
the chairman of the Saudi Public Investment Fund, I believe. They
What do you think they talked about?
Yeah, let's be honest. I thought it was very funny though because Rory plays with I can't remember who he played on the first day, but on one of the days he played with Jay, in the four ball, not partner with obviously, and on the other, like Saturday, he played with the guy from the Saudi. It was conveniently arranged for what PR solely probably. Um,
Correct.
I don't know if there's a deadline that the deal has to be done by, or whether the deadline's come and gone and it's just because I know I've heard that a few people are still not keen on how live golfers integrate back into the PGA Tour. Um,
From what I heard, Mark, is that the key to this all, like most things in golf, right, is Tiger. If if they can get Tiger playing in a live golf tournament once a year,
mm,
it kind of gives them the credibility they crave. And at the same time, then if the PGA Tour can like create a window where they where their golfers can go play live golf for say 4 weeks, again, it's like the IPL, right? Cricket had to change its
mm,
schedule so people can
yeah.
go play IPL cricket. That's what kind of needs to happen. But I think they're just desperate for Tiger because as soon as Tiger gets involved, it kind of gives it legitimacy. When in my head, when Tiger went and played the Dubai Desert Classic, and I think he won it once, and then I think another time he get beat by Thomas Bjorn, the pair of them going up the stretch, maybe 2000, 2002. The fact that Tiger was in Dubai playing golf on this golf course on this tour, it gives it immediate
Oh, it's
credibility.
yeah. You go back, and that's it. Those types of tournaments in those days, he got paid more in appearance money than he would have for winning the tournament. That's how big it was just to get into this new event, and it put it on the map for the foreseeable. Um, so yeah, you're probably right. I think I don't know. I, fair play to him, I suppose that he's kind of stood firm when others haven't. But then I think he's
Who's that throwing shade at? John Ram.
uh, Phil, I suppose. But then
Are you pleased that Rambo's come back for two DP World Tour events and he hasn't won either, despite being a very short price favourite for both?
Did it? Well, it was
He
it
was
was the
11 to
Olympic. It
4,
was it
11
the
to 4,
Olympics
5 to
when he
2.
was he four clear on the back nine at the Olympics?
Yeah.
And then obviously there was yeah. I don't know. I do wonder that yeah he managed to beat up the whole live um competitors, and then what, a week later some unknown basically ran him down in the
Okay, he's not all right. You don't know DP
Spanish
World
Open.
Tour golf. He's Angel Hidalgo. He's a big bomber, Spaniard. He's a good player. He was leading after the first round. He's not an unknown.
If you put him into the live,
Unknown to you because you're a fish.
yeah,
Yeah.
but if you put him into live, where would you rank him in terms of in the order of all live
He'd be about
golfers?
30th or 40th, yeah.
So yeah, that's where I was
I mean,
coming from.
that's probably the equivalent of who's the guy who beat Tiger 07? Wai Yang? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the Wai Yang, right? He will probably never have that type of thing. The fact that it was in Spain, right? He beat Ram. Everyone's rooting for John Ram to win. Home country, blah blah blah. And he won despite the other guy being much better. So he probably got his one win and he lived with that for the rest of his life. But I get the point. Yeah.
Well,
Ram
you
should.
bet against him, so it clearly was going to win.
Exactly.
That's all
But in my head, I always compare it to if that is Scheffler in that position, there's no way Scheffler loses. And this is the new benchmark, right? In my head, there's Woods, and now there's Scheffler, and people like Ram and Rory, and to a lesser extent like Cantley or like a Fleetwood who don't have that killer instinct. They get kind of shown up.
Yeah,
Fleetwood, by the
go
way,
on.
10th best golfer in the world at the minute on the official rankings.
I think the one thing I will say at the end of the day is that in golf, you know, maybe more than quite a few other sports, um, you have to be on it because there's that many players competing. All it takes is one person to have an unbelievable week, and it, other top players still have to be on their even B game because some fluke of a player could have the craziest week ever. But I just say it comes back to Scheffler and how his worst games is B game at the moment. Probably his worst games is B plus.
Mm.
So and
On the point, Fleetwood is the on official world golf rankings. He's the best Englishman in the world who played golf. Would you not have him in the top three?
Well, not first, but what, third?
Surely, I mean, Aaron Rai, who you love, Tyrrell. Tyrrell's won on Live Golf. He's won the Alfred Dunhill Links.
Tyrrell's definitely ahead of him.
Right? Is it just because
Rai probably should be, but it just feels wrong to put
Fitzy, Rose looked so well at the Open.
Yeah, Roseback. Yeah, Fitzy. I'd put Fleetwood ahead of Fitzy.
Matt Wallace won a few weeks ago. I hate Matt
if
Wallace.
you rank it in terms of wins only, yeah, Fleetwood's probably not in top five, is it?
Missing anyone obvious.
I love Tommy, right? But he has questionable bottle.
I mean, you're definitely betting on all of those people above him, especially in a PGA event in America. Obviously, maybe that Dan Brown. He's carried on going well after Marv tipped him up.
He plays really well this week. He started off with a 9 under, yeah. He's not in. Where's Tommy this week?
Doesn't seem to have made the trip.
Week off. They're too good. They're 10th best player in the world.
Yeah, don't need to win this week.
I'll go to Japan.
Oh, yeah. I'm not eating it. I think there's noodles at home. Give me those super noodles. Do you two have any? We have 10 minutes left. Do you two have any thoughts on this week's golf? I have none.
No. Looking at the past winners, it seems to be top end players that win.
In my head, has JT won this a few times? Has JT won this before?
Well, obviously it's
I
different.
was
So
on
this is the
Wikipedia as well.
sixth, this is like the sixth running of this specific event, but there might be something else. Of which the winners are Woods, Cantley, Decky, Bradley, and Colin in reverse order. But he might have. I don't
By
know.
the way, Keegan
So
Bradley is the 12th best player in the 12th best player in the world at the minute. No chance.
has he got any chance of making that USA Ryder Cup team? Picking himself as captain. Captain/player, like no, not of course he hasn't. He's not
It
top
depends
12 in
if
America, never mind the world.
if they can pick live golfers, and no chance.
Even PGA he wouldn't get in it. Like he didn't get in the last one.
12. Scotty Zander, Morikawa, Clark, 4. Bryson Cantley, Tigala, Henley, that's 8. Horsell missed out, didn't he,
JT
last time?
most years.
JT, Spieth always gets picked, and Harmon and Finau.
Do you think there's probably a few like Spieth that are just they're living off the past?
Of course
Like
they are. That's
Yeah.
golf.
I know, but they've been like you think, oh, Spieth, yeah, really, Spieth? He's done nothing for years now.
No, Spieth.
5 years. Yeah.
Max Homer, Will Zalatoris, probably had a normal year. Beat Bradley to the pick.
I like Max, but I think Marv kind of questioned why he was picked for the President's Cup team, and then he was
he's a bit broken at the moment.
Yeah,
Just comes across as too nice a guy, to be honest.
is that bad?
No, but just like he's like he's just happy to be there. Like sometimes you just need a bit of killer instinct, don't you, on the course?
A bit like Hep and this podcast, right? He's just happy to be here, not to do with
happy to avoid relegation.
I'm dialed in this.
Survived another week.
Just gets me out of the living room for the evening. Have to watch Curry. He's
Well, on that, Bill, using your paternity, did you put the spreadsheet together? It's the only reason I've turned up to see what our results were. You promised off your 2 weeks off.
right. So if you look behind me, there's a sofa there that my mother-in-law was in, and she liked to go to bed early. So the other day, I was looking after 2 kids, and then she'd be
You on the
spoiled across
balcony.
then. Yeah, I wish. I've not done the spreadsheet yet. I will hopefully. I've still got like 16 days left for the end of the year. I've obviously been
Do you want
saving
me
them
to start
for.
a new one now?
I've obviously been saving them so I can like plug Christmas jumpers everywhere. I will get a quiet hour at some stage and do it.
Down Jib Market.
Look, that's you forget, right? How this all
Honestly, you
started.
should just do that just for a laugh. There's got to be a market somewhere. Just rent a stall for a day.
I mean, to be honest, the way that Facebook bonuses work out, I would actually make more money on the bonuses for producing content if somebody films doing it and jumps itself. So I should, but we'll see. I've got uh, another 10 designs to upload and get into the system, but we should have a good Christmas, Marv. Should be okay. Wait, did I send you one?
No.
Do you want one?
I've never owned a Christmas jumper in my life.
I was going to send one to Hep, but they only go up to 3. Actually, Hep, we now go up to 5XL this year.
I'll have a free.
3?
Send him a 5 for next year.
Coming.
Have you got spare timber, Mr. Hep?
No,
Hep.
but just give me a goal to aim for.
Oh, I see.
I'm a fucking medium.
Also, you got any more of these hoodies? They're very
To be fair, I probably need a medium as well for a goal to aim.
Mav, I've still got the email from you from about 12 years ago where you've got a picture of Ronaldo's abs and you went, "That is my aim for next year." Mav, there's no chance you are going to have that physique. Yeah, but you need some day for Twig, you know what I mean? Like, how did you do with the Monopoly season, Marvel?
McDonald's. I think I had an unused McFlurry sticker in the end, so I hardly went.
Disgraceful. We have 3 minutes left. Do you have any tips for the week?
Um, Wait for Bitcoin to bounce off
Ah,
about 65,000. No, I honestly don't. I think I'm kind of just, let's go for it like from January next year. Start the spreadsheet from January. We've had a trial this year, haven't we?
I'm sticking my pin in Will Zalatoris.
I got out £800 of Civic when it hit one point 11. Quite pleased with that. We got back in. Civic CVC coin will hit about 10.5 minutes, 24 hours. Lump on it. Golf terms. Yeah, mainly crypto. Too good, me Twig. That's not the Marv daughter. Hey, give me the bollocks. He's um Genesis Championship this week. Ignore the Koreans. They're always so underpriced because they're Koreans. Guido too short. If you can get on Richard Mansell at 41 is a very good bet. He's very consistent. He makes a lot of birdies. Probably too big. And likewise, Richie Ramsey and Marcus Shinhult is how it's pronounced in Sweden. 60 to 1 and 80 to 1 according to God's first five. But the bet of the week is Richard Mansell 40 to 1. I'll be sending Mr. Head money straight after this call. Get us on. That's a sales pitch for you.
Yeah, saved us. Not bad. Someone
Marv,
waited
so
25 minutes to get
Marv,
the
just throw
golf.
10 points or something. You got 10 points. If you don't bet it, you lose it. It's like a free bet.
Um,
Put 10 points on Tony Duck, right? At
I just go
0.00005.
5 points each way. Maverick McNeely, just because of some alliteration.
No, I'm sorry, but you once slaughtered him saying you'd never heard of him, and yet he was like the eighth favorite for a
You
tournament.
said. Well, there's Harry. No, I'm not going to back Harry Hall.
You
Don't
can
know
take
who he
this
is.
podcast seriously, what?
Yeah, 2025. Yeah. Maybe,
What were your Go, man.
I don't know. There's Tom Hoagie in there. If I
Well,
can't have
that
Maverick, if I can't have
Keith
Maverick
Mitchell blew
McNeely,
another tournament, didn't he, last
I'll
week?
go with Tom
Week
Hoagie.
before. Fucking hell, Keith Mitchell.
Actually, can I have both? 2.5 each way on both.
Of course you can. You got
Marvin
40
who?
seconds.
5 each way, Will Zalatoris is my
Why?
one pin.
Give you a sales pitch.
Why not? Why not?
Right, so 5 points each way. Really? Will Taurus.
Yeah.
Conviction.
One big pin.
28 to 1, 8 places, 50 odds. Mr. Hep is your winner.